All right. As it turns out, I thought the stream was going, and it absolutely wasn't. That's hilarious. I was literally talking to nobody, which I guess is like making a video. But I was talking and undoing the unboxing, and no one was saying anything in the chat. And I was like, what's going on? That's hilarious. I only opened 2 records, so I'll go back and show those in a second. But that was hilarious. That's so embarrassing. What's up, guys? Welcome to the live stream. What I was saying before is that I'm treating this like a video on the channel, so I'm not going to be as talkative in the comments as usual because I do want people to enjoy this live stream after the fact, unlike my usual live streams where I unlist them right away. This one I want to live on as a cool video on the channel. So if you're watching this now as a video on the channel, skip forward like a minute because at that point I'll be ready to get started. But as of now, what's up, guys? I see a lot of familiar names. We see Becht, Nick, we got Travis, Eric, Eddie, Noble Records, celebrity in the house. Holy moly. That's very exciting. If any of you are not subscribed to his channel, you're missing out. You should do that immediately. I'm sure you all are, though. Okay, let me go back in time. Just to reiterate, I had just unboxed a bunch of stuff and I was talking about it and nobody was responding. And there was a point where I was like, is anyone even here? Can anyone talk to me? And okay, let me go back in time for a second. All right, so the first thing I wanted to show off is I wanted to show off the most important record of this live stream that just showed up, which is a test pressing that just showed up 10 minutes before this live stream started. Thanks, DHL. This is a test pressing of the latest record on my record label, which is TMR 12 Souvenir. Don't Call Me a Contra, which is a cover of Vampire Weekend's album Contra, done by Souvenir and a bunch of his friends, some amazing male and female vocalists. And this whole pressing, the proceeds were going to charity. So all the profit of this pressing is going to the National Alliance to End Homelessness. So thank you guys for buying this record and supporting a great cause. Really excited to hear this. I'm hoping that I can approve this test pressing, with the first listen. I've had pretty damn good luck with my tests for my label. So excited to hear this, and we'll see how it goes. The next one I unboxed because I already opened it. I've already opened a couple mailers, but there's still, guys, there's 28 total mailers. Strap in. I hope you guys have a whiskey or a beer, or if you don't drink, a nice glass of milk or a seltzer. I don't know. Something. This is going to be a fun live stream. And like I said, I'm going to be pretty analytical and talking about the records as if this is a video. If you have a burning question for me, you can always drop a super chat in the chat and I will answer it. But otherwise, we're going to save any Q&A for the very end because I want people to enjoy this video who aren't here right now. Anyway, this next one I want to show off to you is a video game soundtrack that's near and dear to my heart. It is a game that is a formative game from my childhood. This is Comix Zone from the Sega Genesis. If this gentleman didn't look like a grunge icon already, he is the protagonist, and this soundtrack is almost like a chiptune grunge album. It is so good. The music is so iconic to me, and it's the reason I love this game so much. It's like a side scroller, beat 'em up with stylized like a comic book, so you're jumping in between comic panels. The back kind of shows you a little bit about what that's like. But this is I'm so happy that my friends over at Cartridge Thunder pressed this. If you're a video game fan, absolutely make sure that you check out their label. They've put out only good stuff thus far. I'm excited to see what's to come. But this game, when this got announced, when I got into vinyl and I started collecting video game soundtracks, I said, man, Comix Zone would be such a huge get for someone to do. And none of the bootleg groups did it, but this is all above ground. This was above board. Above ground? What's the term? Very, very good soundtrack. So the next one I opened, but I have not looked at yet. So it has one of these weird things. As you guys know, I'm not a huge fan of those. I know they're better for the environment, but they're just kind of awkward honeycombs. What would you call them? I don't even know. So right here what I have, all right. I hope this isn't all just like obscure music that you guys are going to hate me for. I want to have some mainstream stuff in here, and I think I do. But right now, these are 2 records by one of the best modern producers. He does a lot of hip-hop, beat tapes, lo-fi, a little future funky at times, but his name is Cookin' Soul, and these are 2 tapes by Cookin' Soul. So this is Whatever Volume 4, and this is Caribbean Bites. Every tape this guy has ever done, if you're into like beat tapes and hip-hop beats that are not just like, that are extremely forward-thinking and unique for the genre, which can be a little homogenous. We hate obscure music. Top 40 only. This is Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. You can tell because there's a triangle, which is the famous symbol. But yeah, I can't say enough good things about Cookin' Soul. A lot of his early releases are sold out. He did a Kanye-inspired record that I missed, and I'm really mad about it. If you can't tell, this is my really mad face. But I heard he's going to be repressing it at some point. It's called Polo Ye. One day. Let's actually unbox something on the thing. How about that? All right, a little shout out to Zia Records. Great record store. I've only been to the one in Vegas. There's 2 in Vegas. I've been to one of the 2 in Vegas. So let's can we get it in one? This is one of the good mailers where they actually let you do it. Very cool. All right, let's see. What is this? I think I know what this is, actually. Oh, man, this is the Hook Master. The greatest hook man to ever do it. My man, Nate Dogg. I love Nate Dogg. I mean, Nate Dogg is responsible for some of the best Eminem hooks of all time. And just, his voice is so silky smooth. And he's just, like, a pleasure to listen to. And this is a collection of songs that are all his. Not every song on this comp is amazing. And unfortunately, it is missing a few tracks. There's like 4 or 5 tracks on here from the original tape that were omitted. I'm not sure why. But Nate Dogg, G-Funk Classics. I mean, if you like, Warren G and Snoop Dogg, who else is on here that's iconic? I don't know. I don't recognize a lot of these names, actually. This is Tupac Shakur. I've heard of him. I mean, this is like a very specific era of hip-hop, and Nate Dogg did it best. So, I mean, rest in peace to the late, great. I can't wait to spin this. This is going to be such a good, like, sit back and just, like, vibe record. I mean, Nate Dogg's voice is like pouring butter into your ears. You can quote me on that. All right, let's keep going. All right. As you guys know, I'm a huge Fountains of Wayne fan. I ordered this a long time ago. I feel like I ordered this like 8 months ago. But this is a variant of Welcome Interstate Managers. Did they fix the sleeve on this? Oh my god, I think they fixed the sleeve. So originally, the Record Store Day press of this, the first track, Mexican Wine, they called it Mexican Summer, I think, which is not correct. I don't know how that got through. But this is one of the best albums of all time, easily top 3 power pop records I know. And every song on this is incredible. They are so much more than Stacy's Mom. I talk about that all the time on this channel, but every single song on this is like a 10 out of 10. This is just one of the best records I know, so I had to get a different variant of it. This is the Bright Future in Sales blue pressing. So if you haven't heard Fountains of Wayne, this album is a great place to start. You will love it objectively. I don't think there's anyone on the planet that can hear this and not enjoy it. It's just extremely good songwriting, very catchy. Guys, there's a 136 people here and 29 likes. Let's hit that like button real fast. I don't want to be a tyrant, but just do it. Sponsored by Nike. All right. Not really sponsored by Nike. That would be cool, though. I feel like there's probably a lot of money in that. When's Nike going to get into the record game? That's the question. That's the real question. All right, continuing with the obscure stuff. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. This is a obscure vaporwave record inspired by like the Weather Channel and those kind of sounds. I really like this kind of stuff. It's a little novelty. The artist is it's all in Japanese. I can't even pronounce the artist name, so I'm not even gonna try. This is from Tiger Blood Tapes, so check it out. All right, so let's keep going, guys. There's 28 records to get through. Oof, this mailer has seen better days. That's for sure. This is not. This guy has some issues to work out. All right. Why is this so blurry? Why did I just get blurry? I don't understand why it's so blurry. Well, hopefully this regulates itself, Warren G style. This, like, can you guys see how blurry this is? What's going on? Why is it not registering my face? Unbelievable. Unbelievable! Alright, this is so stupid. Fix yourself, please. It's like, do you have to be like a certain distance? What the heck? What the heck is going on? Guys, I'm trying. Alright, I fixed it. No idea how it fixed it, but I did. That's all that matters. I'm a genius. Alright. So this right here is not what you guys think it is. This here is not the this is not the record I've been dying to get. This is Soundgarden Super Unknown. It is not the 320 pressing that I am on the absolute hunt for. This is just the recent repress that's on, I think, red, and it's on like red vinyl and orange vinyl, I think. I just love this album, and I slept on getting it when it was in stock because I was so stubborn, and I was like, I need the 320 pressing. But this is an album I'm cool to variant collect for. Soundgarden Super Unknown is just one of the greatest rock, grunge, art rock albums of all time. I want to track down the 200 gram pressing as well. And then eventually the 320, which is like my holy grail record. But yeah, this is I got it for a really good rate because there's a seam split on top, which is like, it's like a proto split on one side. It's not the end of the world, but I got this for half of what it's going for on Discogs because of that. So, pretty stoked. And, I'm okay with that damage for that price. All right. We got another ripper for all you over-under folks. Ooh, those that put under have just lost the bet. I saw that happening. All right. Here, let's see what's going on. What do we have here? That looks like just a sleeve. What's happening? Oh! Okay. Did this break off? Hold on. Something's happening right here. Oh, cool. Okay. What the heck is this? Oh, this must have been just to protect the record, and you'll know why in a second. This right here is the latest album by the UK-based Wolf Alice. And this is a lenticular cover, which is super cool. I love gimmicky stuff like this. I really think it adds to the experience of a record. I think it's super cool. This album's called Blue Weekend. I haven't heard it yet because I've been waiting for the record to come in. I think it's on colored vinyl. Yeah. Ooh, that looks actually really cool. Let's check it out. Yeah, that's a really nice blue and white swirl. Wolf Alice is amazing. I love their first record. Their second one is good, but not as good as the first record. I don't know if this one will live up, but I love her voice. I can't remember her name right now, but I love her voice, and they just have a good sound to them. So I'm excited to hear if this one's as good as the first or better than the second. We'll see. But yeah, lenticular cover, guys. So cool. I love that. If every record had a lenticular cover, this would be a better world. Quote me on that. All right, so let's keep going, guys. We have so many to get through. This is wild. Like I said, if you guys have a specific question for me, you can always drop a super chat as I grovel for your dollars in the chat. You guys should buy me dinner, right? For doing this for you. I want to order some nice Cajun food tonight. So if you guys want to drop me super chat so I can order some Cajun food, that would be great. I'm in the mood for Cajun food, but it's expensive. All right, what do we have here? This is a tight mailer. Ugh. Oh my God, so tight. All right, this right here is Regina Spektor, what we saw from the cheap seats, but it's the red variant. Regina Spektor is amazing. If you guys aren't on the Regina Spektor train, get on the train. This is not my favorite of her albums, but there are some absolute bangers on here, and I'm really excited to spin this. I passed on it long time ago, and I've gotten more into Regina Spektor over the years. She has one of the more unique voices in music, and it's a great voice. The one record I'm trying to track down still is Far, which I saw at a record store last weekend in New York for $75, and I was like, I know it's going to get a repress, so I'm just going to wait. The other record I got is one that I have a different variant of it, but this is episode 1, the Phantom Menace soundtrack, which is started going for a pretty penny. I got both of these for a fraction of what they went for on Discogs. This is like a right time, right place. I believe I got these on Reddit, I think. I got lucky in a topic. I'm not sure. But yeah, I wanted this because it's the Darth Maul variant. First of all, this soundtrack's amazing, but Duel of the Fates might be the best Star Wars song ever. So this is the Darth Maul variant. Does it need to be under light? I don't understand how this is Darth Maul. Hold on. Let's get some light under this. Is this... No, this is underwhelming as heck. I thought this was like supposed to be a red stripe. How is this Darth Maul? What does this represent? Maybe the other disc is more Maul-y? Oh, Respawned Records is here. Another label I love. Actually, there's a box from Respawned down here somewhere, so stick around and you'll see some good stuff. That's a little better. Oh, Carrie, thanks for the super chat. What percent of collections is via Discogs? It's so hard. I don't know what percentage. I do a lot of buying on Discogs, but I don't know what percentage of my collection. I mean, I buy a lot through Discogs, through Reddit, through local record stores, through my Facebook group occasionally. Look at this. That's a cool variant. I don't know what happened to the other disc, but this one, very cool. So really stoked to grab those. I feel like I got those for a screaming deal. All right, let's keep going. This looks like a VMP. Vinyl me, please. Vinyl me. Why am I still subscribed? This is too expensive these days. But you know what? Vinyl me, please occasionally has that banger that just comes out and you're like, you can't ignore it. It's just like, it's undeniably good. So this was at a sale they just did. I skipped on this before, and they were doing a sale. I got this for under $20, I think. It's UGK's classic Southern hip hop record, Ridin' Dirty. This is just a great record, and this is such a nice thick jacket. They did such a good job with all the UGK releases that they did. So I got this guy at a VMP sale, and Dead Boys, Young, Loud, and Snotty. As you guys know, I'm not a huge punk fan. I like pop punk a lot. Punk for me is a little hit or miss. Some of the kind of like a little more like grittier, noisier stuff I'm not into. These guys are very melodic while still being gritty. And the only reason I know Dead Boys, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm going to be totally transparent. Their song Sonic Reducer is one of my favorite covers that Pearl Jam regularly does in their live sets. And that's one of my favorite punk songs ever, and their version's amazing. Yeah, this is sourced from the original master tapes. Yeah, I'm really excited to spin this. This is probably going to be like a fun afternoon. All right, let's keep going. What do we have here? This is actually a shout out to someone in the Facebook group who has his own Facebook group. He goes by Darren McCall. So shout out to Darren. He is a great member of this community. He's such a positive person. He brings a lot of awesome vibes and conversations to all the Facebook groups. But he recently hooked me up in such a generous way. I purchased a copy from Luna, the record store, of Fountains of Wayne's self-titled record on red vinyl, and it had like a ton of non-fill, which is that kind of that like swooshing noise that you'll hear in between tracks and on quieter songs. And I inquired to find out if that was just my pressing or not, and it was just my pressing as it seemed. And Darren had an extra copy of this album, and he sent it to me. He just sent me his extra copy on red vinyl. You guys know I love this album and this band, so I'm really, really happy that there's a copy that I can now enjoy without that annoying non-fill. So thank you, Darren. This is awesome. This is going to a good home. I am going to spin the crap out of this. There's one song on here that I absolutely love, and I mean, I'm trying to remember I think it's called Ditch the Biker, Leave the Biker. I forgot what it's called, but it's so catchy. I mean, these guys from the get were just unbelievable songsters. They were just coming up with some of the best hooks, the best melodies right off the bat, and they only got better. And I'm so sad that Adam Schlesinger passed away because I never got to see them live, and that breaks my heart. So, all right, next record. You guys having fun? So far I got $1.99. I feel like I'm busking in the subway. I got $1.99 for slinging my knowledge of my wares. So thank you guys for being so cheap. I should start selling tickets to my live stream. If I sell a ticket for $1 to my live stream, 178 people show up. That's a nice dinner. Just trying to buy dinner, guys. All right, here we go. This is one I could not believe that I scored on Discogs. So this is a guy I've been following his career for some time. He goes by Neat Beats. This is Cosmic Surgery. It's a lo-fi hip-hop tape. So good. His first two records are extremely out of print, and this goes for hundreds of dollars sometimes. This tape, I think I got it for like $50 on Discogs. It was one of those moments where you refresh your want list, and I hadn't seen this pop up for months and months, maybe even over a year at all. And someone popped up, and I was like, $50. It's like so much cheaper than the rate it goes for, so I jumped on it. I still have to track down the other album from this era, but if you guys like lo-fi, Neat Beats, Cosmic Surgery, so good. So good. All right, here we go. Got a nice fat mailer here. Love this. Yeah, can someone get me some Brazilian steakhouse dinner? Man, I love a good Brazilian steakhouse. It's been a long time where they bring it to you on like the sword and you tell them when to stop, which I never do. All right, what have we here? So this is cool. This is an album by a group called Peace Orchestra, which is loosely related to Kruder and Dorfmeister. I forget which of them. I don't know if they're both in it or if it's just one of them. But Kruder and Dorfmeister are two of the legends that pioneered down-tempo, dubby, kind of like electronic music that's extremely catchy. And this is I'm still trying to track down the album version of this. This is the remix album. It's called Reset. A bunch of great artists like Gotan Project. I think it's Peter Kruger, the guy who's in this one. But yeah, really fun remix album. The original goes for $100+. I'm hoping I stumble upon it at a store one day. Oh, Nicholas, I didn't even see that. Thank you. Do I have any Cajun records in my collection? That's a good question. I still want Cajun food, but I don't know if I have any Cajun records. I'm trying to think of anything specifically. If you can recommend some, I'd love to hear it, but I don't think I have anything. But yeah, if you guys like down-tempo stuff, check out Reset by Peace Orchestra. One day I'll find the actual album, which is better than this by a lot. But this will have to do for now. All right, let's keep going. What do we have here? Oh my God. I don't think that Ricky's in here right now, but he would be so proud of me. Ricky, if you're watching this later, you're going to be really proud of me. I finally given in and listened to the Menzingers, and they just did represses of 2 of their records, On the Impossible Past and After the Party. These guys are punkers, pop punkers, whatever you want to call them, alt rock. Really good edge, really good lyrics, really good storytelling, and I've started to enjoy them quite a bit. Holy crap, Gonzalo! Thank you so much for the super chat. You just bought me some Cajun dinner, sir. Thank you. You found success trading and selling vinyl in my group. Thank you for allowing it on my platform. You are very welcome. I'm so happy to hear people enjoying the Facebook group and meeting people that are like-minded and doing good trades and good sales through it. So that makes me happy. But yeah, Menzingers, if you guys don't know them, really good. And Ricky, who's in the TMR community, and he's a huge punk guy. He was actually on my channel a long time ago doing a video about his rarest punk records. So if you like punk, go to the Too Many Records channel and go look up punk, and you'll see his video. Because I don't have a ton of punk records. He showed me his 5 rarest, and he's been telling me to listen to the Menzingers because it's catchy enough that it can bridge the gap between people that love punk and people that are kind of casual about punk. So yeah, big fan of what I've heard. Excited to dig in more. Let's see what we have here. This is what I've been excited to open. This is a box from Respawned Records, who may or may not still be in the chat. Respawned Records is a label that I've really enjoyed watching, and I've been holding off on getting a bunch of these for a while, and this is going to be a handful of releases that I've been waiting on, but one of the earliest records they did was the GoldenEye Orchestrated release, which was so good, and since then, they've expanded on doing other albums that are different takes on video game music. They have I'll see what's in here first, but they have a lot of licensed soundtracks to obscure games like Polk for the Super Nintendo, but they also do things like Halo soundtrack 8-bit demastered, which is cool. Before I dive into that, oh, he's still here, cool. Before I dive into that, thank you for the super chat. What threads would I recommend to follow on Reddit to ensure the best chances of getting records when they release? That's a good question. Honestly, these days you have to just refresh Reddit vinyl releases like every 5 minutes. That's the only way to get some of this stuff because it'll just go fast. But that's your best chance, that subreddit vinyl releases for sure. All right, hold on. I'm having a little trouble. This is a hefty box and I don't want to open it improperly. Let's see what magic Respawn has for my record table. My record table? Did I just say record table? Your boy needs some Cajun food. All right. Whoa! Holy crap! There are a lot of records in here. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go one by one. Blossom Tales. This is a indie game. The variant for this is beautiful, actually. I remember marveling at this online. I'm going to open it and show you guys the variant. But I've never played this indie game, but you can see this kind of like the graphics, that style. Carrie, thank you for the super chat. K&D Sessions is on my want list. Do I have that? I do. The Kruder and Dorfmeister sessions are so damn good, and I have the 5 LP one, and it's amazing. It's maybe the top 5 sounding records in my collection on like a sonic level. They put so much care into that. Guys, there's so many over here. Hold on. I'm just trying to show you guys this. I basically trust anything that Respawn puts out to be good music at this point. I'm not like, yeah. Oh yeah, look at that splatter. Look how incredible. How many colors are in this splatter? I see red, yellow, green, blue, orange. This is one of the most intricate splatters I've ever seen. So amazing job with that. I'm sure the music matches how beautiful this record is. So I'm really appreciative of that one. What else we got? This is what I'm so excited for. Guys, if you guys know anything about me, there's a giant statue of Banjo-Kazooie over there that you can see in the back of my videos. This is Banjo-Kazooie. You can guess what it is. It's literally a ska cover of the Banjo-Kazooie soundtrack. The Banjo-Kazooie soundtrack being a top 3 video game soundtrack of all time. Grant Kirkhope is a true genius, creating some of the most whimsical tracks in gaming history. And this is ska versions. I had a ska phase in high school. We all did. This is going to be so many levels and layers of nostalgia between ska and old game soundtracks. This is going on the table tonight, without a doubt. That's so cool. And here we have Simian Symphony! Guys, Donkey Kong 64, this might be in a controversial opinion, it's my favorite Donkey Kong game. And this is a symphonic rendition of some of the tracks, I believe. Simian Symphony. It's on Banana Horde yellow vinyl, obviously. This is what I'm saying. He does all these really cool, like, variations of soundtracks, his own take. He presses things that they're their own take. So that's cool. Here we have 40 Winks. I don't know this game either, but I'm excited to listen to it. Cool art. Let's see. Do I recognize the music? Steve Duckworth. That name sounds familiar, but I'm not entirely sure. And then we have Super XYX. How do you pronounce that? Super XXX. I don't know what this is either, but I love that. I love that art very much. Galactic Attack variant. That's rad. And then right here I have Trick Style. This looks like it's almost like a Jet Set Radio kind of vibe, or one of those kind of like high octane sports games that are Asian inspired. Really excited to hear this. So yeah, this is a killer array of gaming soundtracks to keep me busy. I feel like the last two I need to track down from Respawn are, he did one called, I think it's called Whizpig, which is lo-fi Diddy Kong Racing, one of my favorite games also. And then he did the Halo Demastered that I talked about, that I will hopefully track down at some point, because that's 8-bit renditions of the Halo soundtrack, which is rad. So shout out to Respawn, check them out. Big fan of what they're doing over there. This is the flimsiest mailer I've ever seen now, folks. This is can we just talk about this mailer real quick? How, like, look at this. This better not be anything of value. This is like a piece of paper, basically. Oh, I missed a super chat from Mike. Hey, Mike. What's my favorite movie soundtrack on vinyl? I usually say Singles, just because it's like a grunge masterpiece. But that's like a motion picture score, like soundtrack, not score. I don't know if you are asking my favorite score. That's a difficult question that I'd have to think more about. All right, what is in here? Let's see. Oh, this was an impulse buy. Go figure. This is more a tribute to MF Doom. After Doom passed away, a lot of people started doing these like tribute albums where they were kind of, what's happening? There's things all over. They did all these different tribute albums to Doom and his sound, and, you know, using his beats and repurposing them in unique remixed ways. So I'm kind of just grabbing them because I'm a huge Doom fan and I want to hear everyone's take on it. And yeah, I love the art as well. Oh, Noble Records. Thank you for the super chat. How many records do I have? What do I do when I run out of room? The answer is over 3,000 at this point, maybe closer to 3,500. And when I run out of room, I start to overflow into the hallway and piss off my girlfriend. So that is happening actively. This unboxing is not helping, but yeah, that's the easy answer, is that I overflow. I also have one 2x2 downstairs that's a different Kallax. So, all right. Let's see, what have we here? This is another VMP. What the heck is this? What did I order from VMP? Oh, this was their record of the month for hip hop. I don't know this record that well. This is Nappy Roots, Watermelon Chicken and Grits. This is just like a classic Southern hip hop album in the same vein as like Outkast and The Backwoods and UGK, some of like the classic stuff that came out from that era. I don't know this album, but when you're subscribed to Vinyl Me Please, sometimes you forget to swap and you don't know an album. I'm excited to listen. I listened to 1 or 2 tracks and I realized it was showing up at my house no matter what, and I liked it. So I'll definitely give it a listen, and hopefully I enjoy it. If not, that would be a bummer. All right, we have a little tape on here. All right. Let's see what we have here. There's one record in here I'm dying to open. I don't know which one it's going to be, but I'm excited to get to it. This was a good Discogs order. It's funny. This says $40, but I got it for way less because I made him an offer, and he took him like 6 days, but he eventually accepted it. I think I got this for like $25. This is Funky DL. Classic Was the Day. Funky DL is a rapper who is criminally underrated. I discovered him through both New Job Is and Marcus D. He has such a killer flow. Pretty much every album he's ever done has some sort of critical acclaim. He's just slept on way too much. And it's really hard to find a lot of the early Funky DL records in America. They're overseas in Japan and in London, like all over the place. But America, you never see his stuff. So Classic Was the Day. Really happy to get this. I think this is his first record. It's definitely early on. But yeah, I just love his flow and his voice. He's just a very unique rapper. Hold on. I need to make a better... Hold on, folks. I'm running out of space to put these records. We need a TMR and Noble collab. There already is one, but there's going to be a better one when I visit the store and do a video there at some point. So that's going to be an exciting day for the vinyl community. All right, what do we have here? Oh, cool, yeah. Some of these you just forget you order. It's like you go into like a blind rage and you just order things because you think you're not going to get them again down the road. This is the deluxe edition of Circa Survive Blue Sky Noise. Really good kind of, post-hardcore, pop-punk, punk, alt-rock hybrid. If you don't know Circa Survive, this is maybe their best record. Top 2, I'd say. I'm not a colossal Circa Survive fan, but I do really like this album. And just look at how big this spine is. It's one of those big boys you can spot from across the room, which takes up more space in my precious shelves that require space. But this is the anniversary edition 10-year. It's on blue, yellow, and pink vinyl. It's 3 discs, which is awesome. The 3rd disc is the appendages, which are like extra tracks and like, I guess it's kind of like a B-side comp. But yeah, it's Blue Sky Noise. If you don't own it, check it out. All right. Comic Zone was hard to beat, someone said. That's true. We started off real strong. Oh, you mean the game? I thought you meant that was a hard record to beat when talking about records. Nicholas, you think I drink peach schnapps? Psh, I used to in high school a little bit. This is a record I've been waiting on for a while. I have shielded myself from listening to this digitally because I was so excited. This is the latest Czarface, the latest and final, unfortunately, Czarface and MF Doom collab. Super what? I got the alternate cover because can we just address how ridiculous this cover is? It's a lizard man and Czarface and MF Doom and a dog and a guy in like a madrigal outfit and I don't even know what's going on in this cover, but it's incredible. Here's the thing about MF Doom and Czarface. Czarface on his own is great. MF Doom on his own is incredible. Their last collab album was just like really forgettable for me. I didn't enjoy it. It was fine, but it wasn't something I would go back to. This is apparently much better received by the public. People are saying that this is a way better album than the first one. I'm excited to hear it. This will be on the table probably tonight just because I've been dying. I love this. Look at that. Look at that back cover. It's so cool. I'm so sad about Doom's passing. Like, there's so much more he had to offer us. Rest in peace to the greatest the greatest to ever do it. One of the best MCs of all time. All right. Let's see. We got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more records to unbox, folks. This is embarrassing. Got a yellow card record, paper walls. Here's the thing. Let me justify this. Ocean Avenue is a banger. Anyone that says otherwise is wrong. That album is incredible. It's one of the best pop punk records front to back. Every song has so much energy, and it encapsulates a specific era of pop punk. It reminds me of my youth. It's nostalgic. It's good. It holds up. When they repressed Ocean Avenue, I got it, and I listened to it, and it was like an amazing experience. I realized it'd been years since I had listened to that album in full. And I loved it. So I picked this up because this was out of print, and they did a small restock on the label. So I picked it up. It was like $18. I hope it's close to as good as Ocean Avenue, or at least in the same world. If not, I'll trade it for something. But I just wanted to jump. They restocked like 18 copies of it, so I just grabbed one in time. But yeah, yellow card. It's a yellow card record. Sue me. So what? I like yellow card. What are you going to do? Take away my good taste card? What are you going to do? Pretend like I still don't have a great taste in music? Don't be crazy. All right. Let's see. Oh, this was one I was super excited to get. Let's see what's going on. So, this is a slightly beat up copy of pretty beat up copy of a pretty out of print variant of one of my favorite albums. So this is Blink-182's Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. This was advertised as fairly beat up, and he was pretty explicit. He was charging $50. This variant goes for easily over $120 when it goes up for sale. And I've been after this variant for a while. This variant and the triple stripe are the ones I was really trying to track down. But yeah, so I'm looking at this right now. There's some edge wear for sure, all the edges. If you look at the sleeve, there's a lot of scuffing on it. Nothing too crazy, but definitely a fair amount of scuffs. You can even see it from here. Some light ring wear happening on the back. Not the end of the world. The gatefold looks pretty good. Mark Hoppus has cancer? Was that just announced? I didn't think I read about that. That would be really sad. I'm going to have to look into that after this. But yeah, this is the splatter of all the colors from the cover. He said there were some light marks on the disc. I'm looking right now. I'm not seeing anything on that side. Okay, I see a little tiny scratch there. Actually, a couple more. He said it plays as a VG+. VG+ is the most disputed grading ever, because VG+ could be near mint, it could be VG. You really don't know. It kind of falls in the middle. Man, everyone's getting me so down right now. Mark Hoppus has cancer? Well, I'm going to spin this tonight then in honor of Mark Hoppus, because he's a legend who has been in my life since I was a child and been influencing my taste in music forever. Hopefully he beats cancer. Man, that's so sad. All right, well, I'm glad I grabbed this just because I love this record. I was, for some reason, I realized I didn't have a Blink Enema or Take Off Pants and Jacket or Self-Titled. I have a Greatest Hits. I don't know why. I'm not a usual Greatest Hits guy. So I'm now trying to track down my favorite variants of their big three records. So hopefully this doesn't play like garbage. The sleeve is definitely beat, but if it plays without any skips and without any really noticeable surface noise, I'll take that as a win for sure. All right, we got another Vinyl Me Please right here. Man, how many Vinyl Me Please records are showing up? I feel like I didn't order that many, but sometimes they just pile up. This isn't Vinyl Me Please. This is something else that was in a Vinyl Me Please jacket or mailer. David Finch, thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated. If you have a question, feel free to ask. This is Death Cab for Cutie Kintsugi. I am a huge Death Cab fan, as you guys know. The early stuff is great. Plans and Transatlanticism are just unbelievable records. And this is a record that I thought I didn't like until I revisited it recently, and I forgot how many incredible songs are on here. Black Sun, The Ghost of Beverly Drive, Little Wanderer, Good Help is So Hard to Find. Even the first track, No Room in Frame. This album is just so good. And this is the variant that it's on, I believe, gold and white vinyl. So one of them is on gold, the other one's on white. This album I think holds up with some of their best stuff. It's really, really good, and I'm actually seeing them in Bend, Oregon in a couple months. I got tickets. I think they're the first show back that I have tickets to. I've seen them once before. They're so good live. So great. I'm seeing David's question. Thoughts on the band Voxtrot? You feel like they're up my alley. I had an album by Voxtrot a long time ago. I think I picked it up on someone's recommendation. It's the one with like black and white boxes on the cover, I think. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I think I put it up for sale at TMR Fest, if I remember correctly. I'll give them another listen though. Maybe I'm wrong. And Nathan, what are my thoughts on the Mars Volta box set? Did I get one? No, I'm not a huge Mars Volta fan. I know that they're doing Deloused in the Comatorium as Vinyl Me Please's next Essential record, so I'll get that and I'll listen to it and maybe it'll unlock them for me, but ultimately I've never been able to really, really fall in love with Mars Volta. I've tried a few times. Respawn, have a good night. You're sending me 2 copies of Banjo-Kazooie signed by Grant Kirkhope? That's so cool. As a colossal Banjo-Kazooie fan. Like, guys, I need to show you how big of a Banjo-Kazooie fan I am. Ready? Look at that. That's a Banjo-Kazooie statue that I look at every day. That's so generous, Respawn. We'll have to do a fun giveaway for that second copy. Thank you so much. Look forward to that. We're going to figure out a good way to do a giveaway. That's awesome. Let's see. What do we have here? This looks like some kind of poster. What's going on here? I don't know what this is. This must have just been a random insert that they put in for no reason. But, oh, yeah, this was okay, so I sometimes still go to Vinyl Collective, which is a garbage forum full of really immature, rude people, for the most part. Sometimes you can get really good deals on their sale board. So Vinyl Collective, the forum, they have a sale trade section, and you can get great deals. I got a great deal on this bundle of records. The first being this 7-inch picture disc of Hello Goodbye. This is Here in Your Arms and Baby It's Fact. This album, which was their I think it's their debut, it hasn't ever been pressed to vinyl. It blew my mind when I discovered this a year or so ago. I could not believe that this record, which was such a commercial hit, has never been on vinyl. What are these labels doing? What are the contracts that are holding this up? They would literally just print money. I bet you within the next 365 calendar days it will get pressed on vinyl. But for now, this is a 7-inch that gives me the 2 best songs, which is great. I also picked up this, which I was sleepy on getting. I got it for within the context of the trade, I got it for $10. So this is Death Cab for Cutie, Narrow Stairs. I Will Possess Your Heart, one of their best songs. And I've been sleeping on this one for a damn long time. This is Iron and Wine, Our Endless Numbered Days. And apparently people say this is one of the best sounding records in their collection. This is the loser edition from 2016, I believe. The 15th anniversary edition. Everyone knows this record. Everyone knows at least some of the tracks on here. It's so good. This is Sam Bean at his best. And this is one that I owned once upon a time, and I must have lost it because I could not find it when I was looking for it a couple months ago. This is Bright Eyes. Shout out to Tony Best. Lifted. The Story Is in the Soil. Keep Your Ear to the Ground. This is probably my second favorite Bright Eyes record. Just full of his peak songwriting around the I'm Wide Awake, It's Morning era. This is so good, and I'm glad I got it. I got all of those records for a really, really solid price. So really excited about that. All right, we got a couple more of these pups to open. There's one that I'm still waiting on that I'm just like dying to open. Let's see what's. I don't know where it is in this pile. Let's see. Oh, we got a super chat first though. Hardfiled. Need some Cajun music to go with dinner. Dr. John. Oh, I know Dr. John. Tab Benoit, Buckwheat Zydeco, Tony Joe White, Slim Harpo. Get some into the collection. No excuses. All right. I will keep an eye out for some good Cajun music for sure. Thank you for the tip. Oh, this is really cool. This is really cool. So this is the record I've been waiting to open, but it came with a note. It came with a handwritten note. This is such a nice touch. All right, ready? I'm going to read you this note. Hi, Matt. Thank you for your business. I hope that this LP finds you well. This is yet another beautiful album from Iceland. It really transcends my senses. Seeing them live felt like I was on acid or something. But seriously, so glad we can get this beautiful album into your hands. In a world filled with hate, there are those who shine still. Thanks again. And this is from Raven Record Basement. Shout out to them. I'm really excited about this record because this is one of the saddest moments I had recently where I woke up to a record that was sold out overnight. It went up for sale overnight and it sold out before I woke up. It is an album I love, and it is the only LP from this band that I do not own. They did a reissue of it, and it was on the perfect shade of green to match the cover. You guys have guessed it already. This is Sigaros Valtari. I think shipping from overseas, and first of all, look at this gold leaf on the cover. That's such like a nice touch. This feels like such a sturdy tip-on jacket. This album, to get to me from where they were shipping it from, I believe it would have been about $65, including shipping. I got this on Discogs for $80, so that's a very nominal markup for people that are trying to put it up for $150 right off the bat. There were 1,000 copies of this, and like I said, it sold out before I woke up. But I'm really excited to spin this. Like I said, this is the only album of theirs I did not own. This is the one where they did a music video that's like an artful music video to every song. It was such an amazing era in their career. And this isn't my top 3 or 4 albums of theirs, but the worst Sigur Rós record is still leagues better than most people's albums in general. So I'm really excited. That note is such a nice touch. I'm actually going to include this in the sleeve. That's like such a nice personalized touch. You never see that these days when you buy records, like someone giving such like an honest, genuine, heartfelt. I just love that so much. So really, really cool. All right. Let's go. Let's go. What do we have here? Jonathan, that record, the original that you bought, I believe it went out of print, but they just did a reissue that's, I think, remastered. I'm not entirely sure though. Oh man, I know what this is. This is so cool. This is showing some love to my boy Jimmy of the Album Leaf. The Album Leaf is in the TMR Facebook group. He's a very cool dude with an amazing taste in music. He also headlined the first and only Too Many Records Fest. If some of you guys were there, I know you were. But he does the soundtrack, outside of being the Album Leaf, which is some of the best down-tempo ambient music ever. He does soundtrack work for two buddies of mine, Aaron Moorhead and Justin Benson. I was friends with them when I lived in LA, and they're now making incredible films, and he scored almost all of them. And this is the soundtrack he did for their most recent film, Synchronic, which I think is streaming on Netflix last I checked, I believe. But look at this. He did this in this like really cool poly bag. I believe that this bag has some significance to the film itself. I have yet to watch Synchronic, which I feel bad about because I'm friends with them and I'm a jerk. But I will say The Endless and Spring and Resolution, their first 3 movies, are so good. Like Spring in particular, I've been asking Jimmy to put the Spring soundtrack on vinyl for years now because I think it's some of his best work. And I don't know why it hasn't yet. But yeah, so it comes in this I just love this this cover, super trippy, synchronic album by the album Leaf. So really excited. I love how premium this package is. This reminds me of the Tom York Tomorrow's Modern boxes. Is it folky? No, it's not folky. His music is very, it's atmospheric and down tempo, and it's good. It's you'll like it. Listen to it. Do I like the new Mayer, as in John Mayer? I just pre-ordered Sob Rock today because I heard the single from it and I really enjoyed it. I love this kind of like yacht rock 80s direction he's going in. Big fan. All right, what do we have here? So this is a modern pop punk band called Stained Atlantic, and this is their album Pink Elephant. I did a Reddit post a while ago asking what pop punk albums that have come out recently have the same energy as the heyday of pop punk. You know, the day of Reliant K, Cartel, Jack's Mannequin, you know, Newfound Glory, all of those bands that just were so high energy and catchy. And someone recommended this album and I really liked it. It's very catchy. I don't know if it's as good as the heyday, but it's a lot better than a lot of the modern pop punk I've heard recently. And Hopeless Records did a sale on this recently and I grabbed it during the sale. So, all right. And then we have this record right here. I believe based on this label, this is going to be another kind of emo-y, kind of emo-ish rock album that I ordered. Yep. This is a band called Sherwood, and this is their EP. Yeah, another great kind of like, not Midwest emo, but just like kind of like lo-fi, kind of like chill emo vibes. Not like pop punk, but just emo rock. We did it. We unboxed 28 records. How long has this been going on for? 56 minutes. All right, I'm going to take it to the 1 hour mark and then we're going to call it because I want this video I want people to not be intimidated by watching this video. But yeah, I'll take a couple questions now and then and then I'm going to eat some Cajun food. So thank you guys for all of the super chats, for those of you who have donated to my live stream. I love doing these, super chats or not, but it's always nice to see the support. I pushed this week's video to next week. It's going to be a really good one. You're going to really like it. I'm really proud of it. You'll see it when it comes out. But let's see, what else am I missing? What do I think of Lowe's new single, and did I pre-order the new record? I actually missed that they did a pre-order. I didn't even know they were putting out a new record. I loved their last record. I am curious to hear the new sound. Is it kind of going back to their slowcore days, or is it more of the kind of experimental, synthy, pretty stuff they were doing on the last record? Oh yeah, TMR9. I don't even have my own record that I pressed. It hasn't showed up yet, which is a bummer. But I'm glad that my TMR9, which was my selections of King Gizzard demos, I sequenced them myself and I picked the best ones out in my opinion. And people are saying the record sounds great, which is awesome. Have I heard of Disco Inferno? No. That sounds cool though. Post Talk, post rock. That sounds rad. I have not heard the new Black Midi record yet. I don't know Black Midi. I've heard the name, but I don't know who they are. On my travel series, would I consider Toronto? Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely going to go to Canada, without a doubt. RSD Drop 1 pickups. I'm going to do an RSD video after Drop 2 that's all-encompassing of both drops. Come to visit Mississippi for great Cajun food. You'll show me around. Done. Did I get the MF Quartz album, the Doom Tribute? I discovered that album, literally, I'm not even kidding, like 3 days ago, and I'm really sad that I missed out on it. It sold out on me. If anyone knows how I can get a copy of the MF Quartz album without paying $80 to $100, hit me up, because I want it, but I missed it. Does it ever bug me that Third Man Records is TMR? I thought about that when I started, but I was like, you know what? That's just the name I want to do, and so the acronym is the same. The record label could get a little dicey, But ultimately, no one's ever fought over catalog numbers. I think it's fine. And I'm in good company, too. Did I get any of my 7 Holy Grails? I don't remember. I don't think. Maybe one of them? I haven't had a good year finding my Holy Grails from that video yet, but there's still many months to go this year. So we will see. Jonathan, thank you for the heads up on low. I'll check that out. What's the best food in Portland? That's a good question. I'm still trying to discover that. I'm partial to the food at Deschutes. Grassa also has really good Italian food. And yeah, I'm still discovering all the food I love out here. So thank you guys for the live stream. Love. This is the end for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll talk to you guys on social and in the Facebook group. Have a wonderful evening.